How to get a Capricorn man to open up to you. Well, if you're a first time watcher, I'm Lamar Townsend. I'm a natural intuitive, clairvoyant, clairaudient, empathic, psychic tarot reader, and I would love to do a personal, private, confidential tarot reading for you. Please visit my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, where you can purchase your own personal tarot reading. Also, follow me on Instagram and like me on Facebook. The links will be down below in the description box. And I would love it if you would also subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification button so you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. And today I'm doing a podcast and talking about how to get a Capricorn man to open up to you. Well, whether you are a man or a woman interested in getting a Capricorn man to open up to you, there's something that you have to understand. All right, you have to be patient with the Capricorn. All right, especially a Capricorn man, you have to be patient. Capricorns are very kind of slow, methodical moving people, especially Capricorn men, and especially in relationships. Okay. Capricorn men are not quick to express their feelings, especially when dealing with someone that they're dating or considering dating, like newly dating or newly considering dating. Because they have to suss you out. They have to kind of feel you out to make sure that you're real, you're true, you're not gonna take their heart and break it into a million little pieces, right? Of course, when you open yourself up to that, when you open yourself up to someone in that way, you open yourself up to that possibility, right? No matter what. But Capricorn men are very discerning, very discerning, they have good intuition, and they are really good at sussing out people's intentions, especially upon a first meeting, upon first impression. All right, it is 8-9 times out of 10, a Capricorn has sussed you out and has kind of figured out your intentions, whether through body language, what you say, how you say it, your tone and how you say it, the way you dress, your eye contact, like all Capricorn, especially Capricorn men, pay attention to all these little details. So when you approach a Capricorn man and you want to get a Capricorn man to open up to you, of course, remember, be patient. But of course, remember to also be pure in your intentions, because he's going to be able to see what your intentions are regardless, right? He's kind of like Scorpio in that way, whereas they both, Capricorn and Scorpio both have BS detectors, but as where I think Scorpio is just is good at telling when people are lying, Capricorn's really good at telling when people are full of BS, which is essentially the same thing. BS, being full of BS and lying is pretty much the same thing, right? But I think Scorpio and Capricorn both approach it from a different perspective. Nonetheless, Capricorn men have very good, very distinct BS bullshit detectors, right? All right. So don't go to this man, asking, why aren't you opening up? Open up, please open up. When you really want him to open up because your intentions are to figure out where his headspace is at so you can manipulate him, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to see through that. You know what I'm saying? He's going to see through, you wanting to know what his emotions are, where he's at, because Capricorn knows, his emotions are, the key kind of to his soul, right? Like Capricorn men are not quick to wear their emotions on their sleeve. They're not emotional men for the most part, right? Um, so you absolutely must be pure and honest in your intentions. You can't, use whatever information you're trying to get out of the Capricorn man to your advantage, or to try to use it against him in the future, because he's going to see through all of that. Like he is, Capricorns have, great BS detectors. They are also very psychological people. Capricorn men are very psychological. They're great at mind games. Watch my video on Capricorn and mind games. Capricorn men are kind of, like super intuitive in the way that they can predict someone's behavior. They can predict people's behavior. So when you've kind of planned a scheme in your head, 9 times out of 10 Capricorn sees what you're doing. All right. Especially when you approach a Capricorn in terms of dating, in terms of romance, in terms of that. So just be open and honest and pure in your intentions. If you want a Capricorn to open up to you, make sure you're in a setting that is that doesn't make the Capricorn feel claustrophobic. Now that's gonna be different, and not you're saying what, this Capricorn isn't claustrophobic. Well, when you bring emotions into it, Capricorns kind of like bottle up. When you especially when you ask them to really tell them how tell when you ask them to tell you how they really feel. That's a big thing to ask a Capricorn man. So, your intentions, first of all, are super important. Why do you want to know how the Capricorn man really feels? And then, apart from your intentions, your amount of openness, your amount of being honest, because the Capricorn man is only going to be as honest as you are, or as you portray yourself to be, right? Like when the Capricorn is confused, the Capricorn is only going to follow your lead so far as they get to where you're going before you get a chance to get them there. Does that make sense? Like they're going to see what you're doing beforehand. They may play along. Capricorns are really good at playing along a lot of the times. And for a while they may not, that they may literally be playing along and may not know what is going on. But best believe at some point that Capricorn man is going to figure it out. And by the time he's figured it out, he could still be playing along. Capricorns, they're psychological. I mean, watch my video on Capricorn and mind games. They're really good at the mind games. All right, so a Capricorn man isn't going to just openly express his feelings without reason, without literal reason, but not without reasoning in his or her head. Why exposing you to this information, what that would do how that would benefit the Capricorn. Capricorns are very reasonable, practical, realistic, people in that way. They're very They think with logic. They think with reason, you know. They think with in terms of fairness and justice and what's right and what's fair, right? Kind of like Libra, but in a more, once again, reasonable, realistic, like practical, like down to earth, like let's focus on what's going on down here kind of way, right? So, and then also, you know, when you ask a Capricorn to, you know, make sure that you're in a space where the Capricorn doesn't feel claustrophobic, you know. Typically, I don't know, like when I'm talking about, I'm a Capricorn, by the way, so when I'm talking about deep feelings, I prefer to be in an open space but yet a closed space. Does that make sense? Like, you want a space that is open, that also allows the Capricorn to be open, like that feng shui kind of, you know, psych you out kind of mind trick moment, you know. It's like, you know, I don't know, does that make sense? Like the environment, it matters, your intentions matter. Like the reason why you want the Capricorn to open up to you, your ability to take the truth matters, because Capricorn is also the sign that is actually, for the most part, conscious of other people's feelings in terms of this subject. I will say that sometimes a frustrated Capricorn will be blunt to a fault, blunt to, you know, the point of being insensitive, kind of like Sag, especially December-born Capricorns. But you basically have to, if you want the truth, you better be able to handle the truth, you know, good or bad, you know, when you want a Capricorn man to open up to you. You have to be patient. So be patient. Be honest in your intentions. Alright? Be upfront about your own emotions and how you feel. So then that opens a doorway, that opens the space for the Capricorn to kind of lay his or her cards on the table as well. The Capricorn man to, you know, lay his or her his cards on the table as well. I guess it doesn't matter at this point, you know, if it's a Capricorn man or woman. Both, I guess. I mean, it kind of does, it definitely does resonate with both. So, you know, if you want a Capricorn to open up to you, be patient, be honest in your intentions. All right? Be open and honest about your feelings, and be prepared for the truth. All right? If you want the truth, you better be able to handle the truth, because the Capricorn's going to give it to you. Alright? Alright, guys, please contact me at lamartownsendtarot.com for your own personal private tarot reading. If you have any questions, check out the FAQ section and the personal ethics section. Alright? The links will be down below. Facebook and Instagram as well. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification button. I'll catch you guys next time or in the next video. Thank you. See ya.